Hi, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jamie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast. As the owners of Hired Hand website software, we've been developing websites and creating internet marketing strategies for livestock breeders for the past 10 years.
The majority of our customers are involved in the breeding of registered animals, such as Texas Longhorns, Highland cattle, horses, and white-tailed deer, where the pedigrees are very important. The From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast examines many of the differences in raising pedigreed livestock for maximum profit. Join us and learn what we're covering today.
So today we're going to talk about the cherry blossom sale that's coming up this weekend. So to give you a little bit of what's going to happen this weekend for the cherry blossom sale, on Thursday the cattle can arrive anywhere between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. And then on Friday, the futurity starts at 11 a.m. and they're hoping to have that wrapped up by 3. At 6 p.m. that night, there is a pre-party sale at Ann Gravitz at G&G. The address for Ann's is in the sale catalog. The futurity winners will be announced at the sale as well. And Saturday morning, the cattle viewing is from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. when the sale starts at 11 on Saturday. And all of those times are Eastern time. So if you're Central time, just back up an hour. The sale host for the sale is the Longhorn Legacy Group. And then there will be cattle haulers available. I believe Wes Clark will be there, Dale Metz, and then Dylan Scarpa will be there hauling as well. Sale day phones will be Bear Davidson and Chase Vasut. And then for cattle hauling or cattle handling in the back during the sale will be Sean Piccano. If you have any questions for him, his phone number is in the catalog as well, along with Bear and Chase. But let's go ahead and we'll bring in our guest and we'll get talking about the cherry blossom sale. Welcome, Andrew. Thanks for joining us today to talk about the cherry blossom sale.
Yeah, definitely. Good to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. All right. Should we just jump right into our first question?
Absolutely.
All right. So what makes you sponsor the cherry blossom sale?
We really like to try and support, I would consider it our local market, kind of the East Coast. We're down here in North Carolina, but the East Coast would be our market. So we like to sponsor the cherry blossom sale just to support that market. And we really, like what the Legacy Group is doing. I think they're doing great things for the industry. And so we want to support them in what ways we can as well. Also get that nice full page ad in the cherry blossom catalog. So that's some good advertisement. We can kind of showcase what we're trying to do over here on the ranch and get our message out there a little bit.
Perfect. When you go to buy at sales, is there anything in particular that you're looking for, or does it kind of depend on the region and the sale?
The first thing that I'll do is go through the catalog. And if I'll look at the picture, and if one catches my eye, then I'll go through and, look at her pedigree. I'll scroll down, find all the ones that I like, look at their pedigree, and I'll try to pick out the best ones. And, the pedigree is really important to us as, new breeders who are trying to build our program. We're looking for maybe specific genetics or something that we know is going to work with our program. So I'll look at that, try and get a good look at the udder, her calf raising ability. If she got a good picture on there, I'll go and look at the pedigree, go on the website, look at she has any progeny listed, see what they look like, try and get a good look at conformation, and then horn and color. Does she have adequate horn? Color is always something that's hard to predict, but is it something that we like? And then we'll go from there. And then of course, if we find the ones that we like in the catalog, we'll go look at them in person and see if they look as good in person as they do on the catalog there.
Yep. So when you say when you look through the catalog and when something catches your eye, what is it about those animals when you're scrolling through the catalog what is it the first thing that catches your eye?
Well, I think a good picture is really important for consigners to put a good picture in the catalog, because a nice picture with the cow or heifer positioned correctly so that we can see, get a good idea of what she is. I think is really important. I like, all Longhorns, but the twisty kind of horns are something that we like. So if she just looks like she's built right, if she looks like she could be right for our program, then I'll go through and investigate a little further.
Nice. Will this be your third cherry blossom? Have you been there 2 years now?
Third.
Third, so your third one.
The cherry blossom sale was actually the first Longhorn sale that we ever attended, and that was, I believe, in spring of 2020. When the one that they had to push back a little bit because of COVID. Carol hired me up here at the ranch in the fall of 2019, and then when I was like, man, we have something going on here that we can really build on. So in 2020, she made me the ranch manager, and then we started researching the Longhorns a lot. We got our TLBAA number, got the Trails magazine, saw the cherry blossom ad, and I was like, yeah, this is something that we need to check out for sure.
Especially since it's almost kind of in your backyard.
Yeah, it's the closest sale to us for sure.
Yep. So you've purchased, I believe, at the previous 2 years. Do you have plans again this year?
I definitely have some that I have my eye on. So we'll have to see what they look like in person. But
right.
I mean, yeah, we definitely have plans to purchase. The cherry blossom, there's always great animals there. So if not this year, then it'll happen again.
Right. So what do you look forward to or enjoy the most about this sale?
I really just like the atmosphere. It's kind of a laid back sale. I brought my babies up there. We feel comfortable bringing the kids, and everybody's just so great. I think they do a really good job of running the sale. Everything runs smoothly. I look forward to that. The efficiency, they get it done. I look forward to going back there and looking at all the great animals that everybody's brought, and talking to breeders of all different stages of breeding, whether I'm talking to new breeders and kind of encouraging, or talking to them about their program, or talking to some breeders that have been doing it for a while and trying to glean some knowledge from them and learn. I'm always trying to learn. So I just like talking to everybody and see what they're doing with their program.
Yep. And now we can't forget about the party at Ann's. I don't think that could be any better.
No, I definitely look forward to that. It's always fun socializing with everybody, and
yeah,
that view is
the view,
nice.
right?
So,
I think you could just sit there every day and soak up that view. She's got a good one.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I know you talked about how you enjoy talking with breeders, old breeders and new breeders, giving advice, taking advice, that type of thing. Is there anything else, or I guess, what is your favorite? Do you have a favorite detail or a thing that happens at that sale?
I mean, I really like the way they run the futurity, the heifer futurity. It's nice. We can, it feels comfortable, like all different levels of breeder, I guess you could say, can bring their animals and show them off. And I really like the way they run it. Couldn't ask for a nicer group of people to deal with. So I guess the future is something I really look forward to. Yeah.
Nice. They're definitely efficient with how they handle the whole weekend.
Yeah, most definitely.
Love what you're hearing? Be sure to check out our Pickup Truck Confessions. It's a video series where we hop in the truck or rental car and interview a variety of breeders about what drives their passion for their livestock, how they got started in the breed of their choice, marketing tips, and more. And now, back to the podcast.
So you haven't consigned an animal to a sale yet. You're getting ready for that stage in your breeding plan. But are there things that just after attending some sales, or some things that that you're going to need to look for in the animals before you consign to a sale?
Yeah, I think we actually talked about this last weekend, and I really want to have something that represents our program well when we do consign something. We will definitely be consigning to the cherry blossom in the future, if we can make that happen. As far as what I would look for in an animal, I wouldn't want to consign anything that I wouldn't be proud to keep, I guess would be a good way to say it. I wouldn't be proud to keep in the herd and breed. I wouldn't want to pass any, problems on to somebody else. So I would be happy to have her, and keep her, and breed her, and if she's a good reflection of our breeding program, then I would be, happy to consign her. We wouldn't want to put anything in there that's not going to look good on us, and it's not going to help the betterment of the breed as a whole. We don't want to pass on any traits that are undesirable, whatever they may be, and just for the health of the Texas Longhorn breed as a whole.
Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like you know what you're doing and what you're looking for in your animals when you get to that stage with your program.
I hope so. I'm always learning, so always trying to move forward.
Right. All right. So has there been a favorite animal that has sold at this sale that you really wished you could have had that you weren't able to take home?
In the few years that I've been, I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head that there would be. We did buy one at the cherry blossom sale that was one of my favorites, and I was happy to bring her home with us. And that was our cinnamon twist from the Young Ranches program. They consigned her, bred to that great Roscoe bull that they got, and we brought her home. She had a little heifer for us, and little Roscoe heifer. We were very happy to have her and bring her home from the cherry blossom sale. So
for sure. And that was just last year that happened?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Spring of 2021. Yep. And then she had the calf a little bit after that. So
maybe they'll consign something else that you'll like and you'll want to get this year, huh?
Yeah, we've actually got several from them. They have a great program. I'm really happy to have them. So most definitely, we bought a wire pistol at the East Coast sale, which is like the fall cousin of the cherry blossom.
It is.
We were very, she's one of my favorite cattle. So yeah, the East Coast, is doing good things, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Perfect. All right. So for those people that are coming out of town, do you have any suggestions on either things they can do, places they can eat, if they're not at the sale or when they're not at the sale?
Well, we just like hanging around the barn and talking to everybody and looking at the cattle, and there's always people going out to dinner, going out to lunch. It's a good opportunity to talk to people, learn something that you might not know about somebody or somebody's program. Grab some dinner with somebody. I guess I will say the only thing that I knew about Culpeper, Virginia before we got into Longhorns was that Daniel Boone lived there briefly. After we moved out of North Carolina, before he moved to Kentucky. That's just one of those things that was in my head. And I think they have a museum up there, so that might be interesting. But I've never personally been, but it sounds like something that, might be interesting to do if you're looking for something outside the realm of looking at cows all day.
Right. Well, I think on Thursday night, if anyone's in town on Thursday night, I think people usually get together and go out to eat. I think most people kind of gather at the sale barn and then pick somewhere and go grab a bite to eat.
Exactly. And that's always a good time, talking to everybody, talking Longhorns. We all love doing that. So
yeah, and I forget the name. I think maybe it's just called the Country Store right there by the sale barn. I know I always stop there, and they have some really good strawberry lemonade that I make sure I get every time I'm in the area.
Okay, man, I'm gonna have to try that. I haven't had the chance to try that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But any last little bits that you want to say about the sale, or just want to talk about your program for a few minutes?
As far as the sale, we're just looking forward to it. I've said it a few times, I guess, or in various different ways, but we're excited about the East Coast, what the East Coast is doing. What everybody over here has already accomplished. We're coming in, the last few years we've been building our herd, and everybody has been really helpful with helping us do that. And that includes consigning good foundation animals to these sales that we're able to build our herd off of. So we're really excited about what's going on in our area as far as the East Coast. Really excited about what we're doing with our program. We're getting to that point where we will start consigning stuff, so you can definitely look forward to seeing some Hidden Springs breeding, or even if we didn't breed it and raise it, something that we're happy to offer might be bred to one of our bulls. So we've got calves hitting the ground that we're our first, I guess you could say, intentional breeding, where I picked the bull, we picked the cow, and those calves are on the ground. So I'm super excited about that. And, you know, being able to offer that to people, I think we're moving in a good direction. So yeah, I'm just excited about the whole thing. I love the industry and love the people. So looking forward to many more years to come of it.
Well, if anybody wants to follow along with what you're doing within your breeding program, you're pretty active on social media. So I really enjoy watching your Instagram account, your daily marks, and
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty active on there. You know, it's takes a lot of time, but I guess that's something that I really think is helpful for marketing. The way I look at it, you know, some people might look at social media and think that it's maybe not worth the time or what have you. But if you were able to put your cow or your bull in front of, you know, 1 million people, why wouldn't you try it? You know, and so I think it's a great marketing tool. And thank you for saying that. You know, we try and keep it fun.
Yeah, I think recently you introduced something weekly. Was there a weekly one as well?
Bi-weekly Bree, that's our horse
Bi-weekly Bree. That's the one I was thinking about. Yes.
Bree's a horse trainer, so she gets in there sometimes. And then I'm trying to structure it a little bit to where I can. Trying to do Thursday donuts where we'll talk with the crew and just talk about what we got going on for the week while we're having donuts. I bring donuts in every Thursday. So
Yeah, that's good. It's good. I also enjoy it when people ask you questions, when you answer the question, like with the video, and you show animals and that type of thing. I think it's really helpful for people.
yeah. So I've read somewhere or heard somewhere that the 3 E's of social media is important. So it's entertainment, education, and e-commerce. So if you can hit on those 3 things, you know, people really engage. So if it's education, I like to put those questions up in the stories, or question box up in the stories, and people are just really interested in the Longhorns and the, you know, ranch life in general. It's something that just naturally draws people's attention. So yeah, we get a lot of questions. I try and answer them the best I can. And if I don't know the answer, I'll try and reach out to more experienced breeders or more experienced ranchers and try and get a good answer to some of those questions. Because, yeah, I think it's a good marketing tool and good to keep people involved.
Well, I'm sure you'll put something about the cherry blossom while you're at the cherry blossom sale on social media this weekend. So I'll look forward to seeing that too.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to join us and talk about the cherry blossom sale. And we will see you in a few short days.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.